Hi guys, how are you? Okay, so we got a playlist for you today. Today we're going to talk about Mariah Huq. I put hug in the title. I had to change it. Did you guys see me? When I go too fast, I just start misspelling words. I put Mariah Huq. Mariah Huq and her crazy interview with Carlos King. We're going to talk about, oh God. Listen, it's been a slow news day, okay? I don't like a lot of these things that we're talking about, but I'm forced to talk about what's in the news today. And that's Jada Pinkett Smith now saying that, you know, her mom never gave her hugs. Whatever. Then we're going to talk about Kevin Spacey being charged with sexual assault. One of my favorite actors. Well, we'll talk about that. And then we're talking about Nene Leakes explaining why she's dating so soon after Greg. And then we'll talk about Jussie Smollett got a job, people. Jussie got a job. So let me go ahead, play my intro, allow more people into the room, and then we'll get right into it. Hi guys, how are you? Okay, let me bring up the panel. What up, Per?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey, Diva.
What's up?
Hey.
Listen, I seen Abba's comment in the chat. It went so fast. Abba's child, and she was saying that the Johnny Depp's trial is where it's at, and that's what everybody's talking about.
Uh-huh.
She is right. I mean, and that has been really good. You're right about that. I started out to cover the trial. It was all day. It was too
All day.
long. And then I tried to do the recap. And by the time I got to the recap, everybody's seen it. So, but I will cover the verdict, which is, yeah, it's crazy. So I have been keeping up on it. Also, before we get started, I wanted to mention one of my favorite actors passed away, Ray Liotta from Goodfellas. Oh my gosh, I'm devastated. Passed away in his sleep at the age of 67. Eva, did you watch Goodfellas?
Yes, I did.
I don't think anybody under 40, maybe 30, do people under 30 know who Ray Liotta is?
Well, I didn't know who he was when they said the name. When I seen
You
the
don't know
face.
who Ray Liotta is?
No, not by name.
Really?
Just by the face. And then I was like, oh, that's a guy from Goodfellas.
Goodfellas, yeah. Passed away in his sleep
Yeah.
at 67. I mean,
I don't watch all that TV and stuff like that. I mean, like I watch them, but I
he's a
don't
movie
care.
star.
I don't care what the people's real names are.
Oh, what was his name in the movie? I can't.
If-
He played
if-
Henry Hill, a real life mobster named Henry Hill.
If
So
he was Batman in the movie, then I'm like, hey, Batman. You know what I'm saying? I just kept it simple.
yeah. So R.I.P. Ray. Sorry. I mean, is this going to be terrible in your sleep? At least it wasn't bad.
It's
I
peaceful.
hope.
No, I mean, I guess anytime a person pass, you rather them to go in a way that you don't think that was painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this Mariah Huq interview. Listen, the last we heard from Mariah, she was arguing with Andy Cohen, threatening to sue the network, hated everybody on the cast, everybody on the cast, argumentative and hard to get along with. And she was fired, okay? Don't come with this later, Mariah. Now she's trying to change her tune. She did an interview with Carlos King. Now I'll show you a snippet of it in a minute. Now, I don't know if Carlos being messy. Why does he always find his way to fired or disgruntled Bravo employees?
Smart move.
I ain't mad at him. You're not either. Bring
No, give him a job. Give him a job.
I know, yeah. Like, listen, he is straight out battling Andy Cohen. He's not hiding it. You don't see Andy Cohen interviewing, what's the girl, Melody? He don't mess with Carlos stuff, but Carlos is always conveniently around. I'm surprised he ain't called Nene.
He might have and couldn't afford her though.
I'm sure they have spoke.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have spoke.
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think Carlos King has talked to Nene?
Right. But you know what, though? But we're not going to throw it all on Carlos King, though. But at the same time, when Andy heard wind of anybody going over there with Carlos King, I'm sure he probably reached out too if he felt there was a threat.
Maybe that's what's happening because she was angry. So now she's softened her tone. She was like, I wasn't fired. They just didn't renew their contract. Girl,
Yeah.
stop.
I mean,
okay.
yeah, that fire, I mean, with the fire thing with Bravo, you know how it goes. They just don't do whatever. But at the same token, she wasn't fired unless she got a letter saying you was terminated or you was fired. She was asked to leave and never got an invite back.
Perry, stop. Just stop.
No, it's a difference.
Perry, just cut it. We know how Bravo fires you. She was on the outs with Bravo. And now she was saying that they just didn't renew her contract. And she had 2 contracts. Now listen to this. I had a producer contract and a talent contract.
Uh-huh.
What producer do you know has a contract? Listen, you were named EP and title only. You had no say. Stop. Stop. And maybe she wanted to say they didn't renew her producer contract, so you don't seem dumb and got played and got outsmarted and got kicked off the show that you started.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
but anyway, I don't know if you guys can hear that. We got kids outside my window.
And I get it.
So I don't know. She gave this interview. Listen to the snippet. And then we'll talk about what really happened. Okay, let me play the lie, and then we'll talk about what really happened. Okay, it don't make no sense.
It's so sad because for a woman to create a show, cast the show, star on the show.
Wait, hold on. I had to stop this. I'm so sorry. I usually don't do this. Carlos King keeps calling himself the king of reality TV. He is playing with Andy's head, okay, people? He is playing with it. I mean, this is bold. I'm really proud of Carlos. I love Carlos King. Okay, now I'll play it. I'm sorry, guys. I'll start all over.
It makes me so sad because for a woman to create a show, cast the show, star on the show, and then to see how you were allegedly phased out of your own show because we, the viewers, saw like, wow, Mariah doesn't have that many scenes this season, or why doesn't Mariah have any interviews? It was this weird thing that was going on, and then now we don't see you on the show at all. So were you fired from your own show?
No, my contract ran out. I had several. You got to think. It's multiple things for me. I had a producer contract and I had a cast contract. I focused so much on the producer side that the cast side I felt like would kind of work itself out. I'm gonna be honest. I did. I cared more about the ownership and the producer side of it or whatever because I felt like I felt like the audience would choose who they wanted on there, and I think that's why I lasted so long. Is that people, they didn't bank on me having an audience and people to actually want to see me. So yes, I do feel like they somewhat, they did phase me out or didn't want me there or didn't renew my contract. But I think that it was for the best because I think being on the show almost took away from me being I never thought that. I think as a woman, the minority woman, I should be able to wear multiple hats. But people put you in silos and want you to choose. I mean, you don't see it I don't see it with the guy producers, but with the women, I feel like we have to choose. Which role do you want? And that's kind of how I felt with being a creator EP, and especially when it became a franchise.
Girl, stop. Yeah. That was so contradicting. I was more focused on the producer side. No, you weren't. Okay.
But then again, she didn't have a choice. If they took the star part out of it, didn't renew that contract, and you only got one contract left, you got to be more with the one you got.
Perry, who gives a producer a contract? What happened
Look,
was
I don't know.
they gave you the EP credit in name only. She did not control what happened with that show. Period. You wouldn't have got fired.
I'm not
You
speaking
signed
for.
a-
I'm just telling you what I heard that didn't make sense. That's
None of
all.
it
I
made
mean,
sense.
you yelling at me like I made the story up. See, we got 2 contracts. I'm just saying, like, but for me though, I would think, and I could be ignorant too, because I ain't never ran no show. The whole thing is this: if I was producing and I was starring in the show, and you cut me on one half, I think I would probably have an attitude as a producer, and I recast my ass back on there. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, look, Mariah took an idea to producers. They basically said, okay, we'll give you EP credit, stole her idea, she signed away the show, and that's how you can get fired on your own show. And all this, I was worried about the producing part. No, you didn't sit down with an attorney and get a good enough contract to say that you have say so.
Okay.
You're not just the creator, you're an executive producer, which means I should be able to call and say, tell Nene get out that red dress. Anything.
Right.
She didn't have that kind of control. And it sounds like she sued them because he asked what was going on with the lawsuit. She said, sometimes you do things to get a certain result. They cut a deal.
It sounds
and
like
that's why she's not bashing Bravo.
Right.
And talking in circles. You cut a deal. Just say you cut a deal because lawsuits are strenuous. Whatever your reason was why you cut a deal, you cut a deal and it is what it is.
She see what happened to Nene.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
she didn't want to get blackballed from other projects.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was talking in circles. She might as well have not done the interview.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a whole bunch of circles. It went around and around and around, and you was dizzy by the time she finished, and you was like, "What are you talking about, girl? Stop! You focus on more than producing, but your name was on there as producer from the beginning. So at what point did they do you dirty with and say, oh, you should only be a producer? Mariah, stop it. But I do appreciate it. We know why she was talking in circles because she don't want to be blackballed like Nene, like you said.
Nene, yep.
Yeah, she doesn't want that to happen.
But there may be a twist to this. What do you think of this diva? She has grieving widow syndrome. So she's grieving. It didn't work out with Bravo. Here comes Carlos.
Wise with nice.
We gonna see. Maybe it's gonna be a loving marriage. Where is she at? Where are they located at? Where's Mariah?
And Huntsville.
No. Where's Mariah located at? She was
Atlanta.
Is she Atlanta? So it's gonna be a loving marriage. Atlanta starting Mariah and Nene.
Yeah, Carlos is not slick. I see what he's doing. You can tell she wants to come back to TV. She's angry. He's gonna give her the same pitch that they gave Monique, and she gonna come back. And this time, if you ask for EP credit, get the real credit, Mariah.
Right.
That's what I think is going on. Thank you so much, Paula, for the super chat. We appreciate it. Hi. Hey.
Now, as far as her being a star on the show, that lasts maybe because she said she noticed the first year that they could have been kicking her out. So she only lasts 2 years?
No, she was on the show
longer. No, she was there longer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So she got demoted or basically never received an invite back to be a star. But how long did the producer contract last?
Right.
There's no look.
Because she never said it. No. I'm saying she never said when that ended. I was just curious.
That ended when they fired her because there was no contract. Okay, it was no contract, Mariah. But if she wasn't talking to Carlos King, I would say you wasted your time doing this crazy interview. You should have just let bygones be bygones because you sound crazy now coming back, trying to not be so mad at Bravo anymore or whatever. But Carlos knows what he's doing. She said she didn't want to do reality TV anymore. She wanted to focus on scripted shows. And doesn't he have a new scripted show coming out? The one they keep promoting. Oh, I can't think of the name of it. But he could put her on one of them shows. I see what he's doing. And I'm not mad at him. I want Carlos King to bring down Andy Cohen. Is that bad?
He's making his moves. He's making his moves, that's for sure. He definitely making his moves.
He's making moves, and I ain't mad at him. Andy Cohen needed to be knocked down a notch, but not only is he knocked down a notch, he's petrified, but playing cool. He's calling Monique Samuel, saying, "Oh, congratulations on the." No, no, come on, really, child, please. All right, let me move on. Did you guys want to say anything else about Mariah? Because
I don't think there's nothing else needed.
This is a slow news day, by the way. Very, very slow. But eventually I had to come back to work and talk about something because Diva, if I can't find nothing, I just won't go on. But it was getting day. I've been out 3 days this weekend. I worked a day and then 2 more days. Like I had to come back and talk about something.
You gotta come back.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's been how many days? 3 days.
It's been a long time.
And I'm thinking,
am I still a blogger?
I'm thinking I need something to happen. And then I had to wake up one morning. I said, you know what? I'm gonna tell Sharrell this. You got 2 contracts. Okay. You married to me. And hell, I'm getting tired. I mean, you need to find something. But you're a YouTuber too. You need to find a show.
We got something to talk about. But what came through today that I found to talk about was your boy Kevin Spacey. Now, Perry, I don't want you to backpedal. This was your favorite actor. Yeah. Go ahead and admit it.
Yeah, no. I guess he still is, but I mean, damn, he's out there. He's weird. I mean, I guess all these allegations, something. I got to let you go. I got to let you go.
You gotta let Kevin Spacey go.
I really do. I got to let him go because I mean,
I don't want to misinterpret it, so I'm going to read this. I hate it when bloggers read from articles. I was like, I could have did that myself, but I don't want to mix anything up because it's a crazy situation. Okay, so he's being charged with assault against 3 men in the UK. Now, this is not the first time we heard of Kevin.
No, I mean
being inappropriate.
He had allegations in the States,
and
now he has allegations in the States.
He don't went worldwide now. See what I'm saying? I ain't got time. I got to let him go. I ain't got time. Him peeping in the boys' locker room. To go.
Let me read this. I'm not listening to Perry. It says Kevin Spacey has new legal trouble. This time it's overseas. He's been charged with 4 counts of sexual assault in the United Kingdom. This is bad. Let me go on. I already read this, so I know what parts to read. Okay, I'm gonna read this verbatim. We're told he's also been charged with causing a person to engage in penetrative sexual activity without consent. Is that the R word, Diva?
It sounds like that to me.
I mean, if nothing else, burglary at worst.
I mean, I'm gonna read that again. It sounds like they're saying he's R-ing people. It says we're told he's also been charged with causing a person to engage in penetrative. Okay, then that's penetrating sexual activity without consent. He's R-ing people.
I got to let him go.
This is insane. What? Kevin Spacey? I don't know what movies he's been in, but he is a household name.
He was in a lot of great movies.
He is a famous, I would call him an A-list actor.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're going around, well, I can't, allegedly, let me put that word in there.
Yeah, please do.
People, it's crazy. Let me read this part down here. It says, of course, this is not Spacey's first time facing such allegations. He's also been sued in 2020 by Star Trek Discovery actor Anthony Rapp. I know who that is. Who claims, I'm going to read this because this is TMZ's word. Spacey sexually assaulted him at the age of 14.
Damn.
While they were both on Broadway. He's not a crazy person. You know, when somebody does something to you, I don't see him making this up.
No.
Let me go on. There are reportedly more than 20 other accusers who have made similar allegations against Spacey. However, he's never been tried on criminal charges. What does that sound like to you, Perry?
It sounds like he's just paying them off.
Paying people off.
Yeah, I mean, he's starting to act like that. What was it, Prince Charles over there in England? No, I'm just
You're
saying.
talking about
Like,
Prince Andrew? Perry,
oh,
stop.
yeah, that's the one. I'm sorry. I don't know all those names and shit.
Prosecutors in Massachusetts dropped a sexual assault case in 2019 when he alleged victim refused to testify.
Wow.
Why would you refuse to testify if you're not offered something?
You press charges because you're willing to talk. You get paid off, then you change your mind. That's exactly what that means, just like that girl did.
What can we say? I mean,
ain't
over
nothing
20
we can say.
people have accused you of doing this.
But I'm just saying that, something wrong with them. I mean, because you know what? Nothing wrong with that lifestyle, that's what you want, but you ain't got to be taking
the Ari lifestyle?
No. I'm saying if he want to be with boys and stuff.
No, when is it okay, Perry, to be with boys?
No. I'm saying if he want to be with men, but you ain't got to be taking nobody's stuff from them.
Right.
This is different. This is a whole different beast. You're dealing with children.
Right, I know, I get that part. That's what I'm saying. Like, he shouldn't have to be taking this stuff when he can, I don't know, get his rocks off somewhere else. It's ridiculous.
And is it possible that you are a A-list actor, famous, everyone knows your name, and you're a serial error?
And that's probably how he finding his way in, using his name and stuff.
This is crazy. Mickey says, hey, Sharrell, Perry, and Diva, watching y'all with my husband who agrees with Perry. Gotta let him go.
You gotta go.
And the Negotiators were one of Spacey's movies. I remember The Negotiator. I seen that movie, so I just couldn't think of that. It was a great movie. There's another movie that you love, Perry.
Yeah, and I thought he did on HBO, that House of Cards. Wasn't that his big thing too?
He did that
House of Cards on HBO, and that's when I think some of this stuff started coming out. But the kid on Broadway, see, there's a lot of things going on with this. I think these people in entertainment, when they get to a certain level, they think they're above the law, right? And here's the thing: when your child is in entertainment, to me, there should always be a person that is with them, protecting them while they're doing this job. Yes, a chaperone, right? It should always be someone with them. They should never be on Broadway unprotected or in any set unprotected. They should always have a chaperone, because this is terrible. It's disgusting. And it's like, do what you want to do, but do it with a consenting adult. Okay?
Right.
Do it with a consenting adult. Therefore, that one person that say that it was, they was forced to do whatever. And then he was dependent upon people being afraid to speak up because of who he was. Now, I did not get to see it, Sharrell. When I went to go watch it on A&E, they had already took it down. But everybody told me that series on the Playboy Mansion was a very good documentary. And a lot of these shenanigans with celebrities happen in that Playboy Mansion with underage people also. By the time I went to go watch it, they already snatched it off of A&E. But someone told me they snatched it off because there's a lot of people suing.
You're talking about the documentary Secrets of the Playboy.
Yes.
Secrets of the Playboy.
Yes.
And it was like maybe a 9-part series.
Yes.
This was crazy. So, okay. This pertains to Mira's Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
In that documentary, they basically said Hugh Hefner got away with so much because of his celebrity.
Yep.
I agree.
And so Kevin Spacey sounds like he was doing the same thing. And because you are rich and famous, people will turn a blind eye. I mean, Hugh Hefner was accused of putting things in people's drink, hanging around Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Okay. That
they covered up. Too.
Yeah, they some of the things they said that Hugh Hefner was hooked on drugs. There was lots of drugs going on. He orgies every night. Yeah, and they kept getting wilder and wilder, the orgies.
And I saw the first episode, Sharrell, and there was one woman who pretty much raised her daughter in the mansion. And then when the daughter barely came up of age,
he wanted to date her.
he was with her too. So,
Right. No. Yeah.
yeah.
But you can't really say, Diva, that these celebrities get so bored with life and they need to, because this has to do with your mind.
Oh, you're sick in the
Right.
head.
I know.
You're
No.
sick.
Yeah. I mean, she's saying they started to get their mind was already warped. Okay.
Yeah.
But they get so much money and power because ain't no way you got a little house on the corner if you broke as hell, right?
Right.
And you're gonna have all these girls come in and be your servant, right? He could do it in the damn Playboy Mansion. And I had to apologize because my first thought was like, Sharrell, I ain't watching that because you know what? And I hate to say this, and I apologize for it. I said those girls knew what they was getting into.
Oh,
No hell, no. In my mind, because I figured they was all adults, right?
Yeah.
But I was wrong.
Yeah.
When I started watching it, and then it started, it gave me a different opinion. Yeah, they could have left, but he played most of them to the T.
Yes, he did.
Them, do all this, and then and all the raping was just unnecessary.
Yeah,
it just didn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
they was there. They probably would have you'd have not been nicer or something, but damn, he hadn't like Teddy Pendergrass or whoever said take it off.
Yeah,
I'm not messing with Perry. You do look at Diva. We didn't say no. We just looked at Perry like, go on, Perry. Here's your shovel, Perry. Go on, bury yourself. But that's crazy that Kevin Spacey, worldwide, you're known worldwide, is going around messing with children, not R-ing children. R-ing children, and has paid your way out of this so far, but that money has to run out eventually, or I don't know how rich he is, but it's just I gotta let him go.
But there's going to be someone that doesn't want the money and that's going to take it all the way to the end. And I think he's coming up on that time right now where people have just had enough. And that's the same with that. What was his name? Jeffrey Epstein. He knew there's a lot of other people out there that knew they was hanging with him and doing the dirt too. And they, I'm saying this, they were very happy that he got shut up, whatever way he got shut up, because they knew if that thing went to trial, so much was at stake and so much was going to come out. And that's why he is not even here to tell the story to the day. Do you notice with that chick that was with him? That kind of went under the, it's kind of under the rug now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She knows a lot more too.
Well, who knows what's more to this Kevin Spacey story? He said 20 people that came forward. When you do 1 to 10, there's probably a lot more out there. This is Kevin Spacey is sick in the head, and I have to let him go. Bye. It's crazy.
Just got to let him go. Just
Period.
another TKO.
Because he was your favorite actor. You used to love him.
No, he really was. He was great. But I didn't know he was. I know. I'm saying as an actor, but I didn't know he was just a freak terror.
It mental was going on with him.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
You called him a freak. Perry, stop. Please stop.
I didn't know that.
Let's move on to Jada Pinkett. Speaking of freaks, let's move on to Jada Pinkett Smith. Okay, I'm so tired of Jada. It's not even funny. And she needs to stop doing the red table talks. Epstein, Diana Jenkins' friend, allegedly. Freddie's messy. Jada Pinkett Smith did the red table talk. It's turned into a counseling session, first of all. Girl, don't nobody want to know about your messy childhood and your messy life and how messy you are. I used to love Will and Jada. I don't know what was wrong with me back in the day. And now they just getting weirder and weirder and slapping folks and she having entanglements. Now
I used to have a crush on her.
You used to have a crush on Jada Pinkett?
I used to thought she was so petite and cute. But I just didn't know. I'm glad Will Smith ran across her first.
I'm so over her. Now she's saying that she never felt safe because she never felt protected, especially after she lost her grandmother and her mother never cuddled her. She's blaming her mom for her nutness. I think Jada Pinkett Smith knows that her reputation is in the mud. And now she's trying to cover it up and give an excuse of why you're so crazy and you keep bringing it back on mom. Listen, she's not the only person that mom has a drug problem. Hey, AT2, how can we have a place for healing when we haven't healed yourself, Jada? AT2, congratulations on 10,000 subs. We are so proud of
You
you.
go, pimp.
Yeah, he's got 10,000. Everyone, if you haven't head over to AT2's channel, head over to his channel. That boy be working hard. That's our friend. I almost called him my little brother. I really love AT2. Also, I wanted to shout out Nosy Hotline that's got 10,000 subscribers.
Yep.
We are proud of you, Nosy, because we know what happened to you. And Nosy is a person, she doesn't give up. And so congratulations to both of you guys.
Congratulations to both. Well, you know what? I was 10 toes down for Jada, right? But now she's getting on my nerves, Sharrell. First of all, you're gonna blame Gammy. You're gonna blame Gammy for your problems. That's what you're doing. And then remember, she said after Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, she said, "I'm no wallflower, whatever the case may be. I don't need anybody to protect me. But now because your reputation is in the gutter, you wasn't never hugged, you never felt protected. Which one we doing, Jada? Do you need protection or you don't need protection? You full of crap."
I mean, look, let me ask y'all something. Was that a recent picture of her?
Oh, no. You're going to talk about the hair. You are messy.
Okay, no. I just noticed that. I was just only saying.
No, listen. I'm with Diva. I'm sick of Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't care if you was hugged, wasn't hugged, your mama was on dope, wasn't on dope. You're a jerk. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, and you need some mental some
I seen an article or something about she didn't feel like she was cuddled enough.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about today.
But if being cuddled between 1 and 18 can make a difference, being cuddled between 18 and 40 should have made a difference too. She's been cuddled a lot by men and women. Allegedly.
Oh my God.
So why isn't she healed? I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, August cuddled you. You still feel unprotected.
That's my point. That's my point. They treated her like a Care Bear.
Well, if we go in there, Sharrell, so did allegedly Chris Rock.
Everybody's been cuddling your ass except for Will Smith. No, I'm just playing. That's the best thing. Look, I can't wait for this divorce to take place. Please don't talk yourself out of it, Will. She's got to go. I'm over Jada. Go somewhere, get rid of the red table talk, because it's turning into a counseling session. I can't even go there to hear other stories without you chiming in and crying about your problems. Girl, shut up. That's like me trying to talk about Kevin Spacey, and then I go, but you know what happened to me today? Yeah. Shut up. No one wants to hear your problems, Jada.
Welcome to Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett. About Jada Pinkett.
About Jada Pinkett.
Jada,
she's
break
so
out the diary,
selfish.
please.
I can't with her. Okay?
June 19th, 1889.
You know what, Sharrell? She need to turn that table to a black table. It's over. It's a wrap. Have the funeral. Do the mourning. Come with a black veil. It's over. Get out of here. Nobody's getting healed at that table.
There's so many rumors that maybe Will file on divorce. I ain't seen that. Just rumors. But we haven't seen them.
Well, because he's supposed to be in Dubai and contemplating a divorce. They allegedly hadn't talked to each other when I had last heard.
Could they be working on a divorce while they're in different countries?
Well, listen,
it's probably safer that way for him.
Let me say, I think she's probably talking to Jay. This is all speculation. Probably talking to Will again. Doesn't want this divorce now because she's leaning towards excuses for everything. And he's humiliated. They got issues and they just need to divorce. I'm not for breaking up families except that one. Is that I would say protect your marriage unless your name is Jada Pinkett.
Right.
Girl,
oh my God.
Out of here. I know I'm going to hell. I am. Like, girl, stop.
Oh gosh.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to Nene leaks. So people are going in on Nene. Saying that she's just dating way too soon for their comfort. Considering if she was cheating during the relationship with Greg, people are going in on Nene. I know. Did
she answer that question?
Soon, huh?
Did she ever answer that question? Was she,
Harry,
No. I'm saying this. I mean, I don't know. I just know I seen some article. I didn't read through the whole thing, people, because sometimes I get lazy. And it just says something about she was, addressing why people assume she got in a relationship too soon, this and that. But I wonder if she answered the question, was she creeping before? Because you know what? There's a lot of open marriages out there. Maybe she could have had one. We don't know.
There was the rumors that they had an open relationship. People are judging her. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Well, I
but
think
you're on TV, Nene. You were on TV. I don't know. Leave Nene alone. Death is hard. We don't know what her. I don't know. Let me play this.
It's definitely hard, and no matter what space they was in before he passed, and around the time that he passed, I will say this: my issue never was with her dating. My issue was with if that man had a wife, you dating that particular man. But if you dating another single person, I don't got no issue with that, because when someone's been with someone for so long, like y'all do everything together, and now that person's gone, you're going to feel a very heavy sense of loneliness. It's like your best friend, your partner, whatever. Even if you're in the house and things are going array between you and that person, you're still there together. So I get it. And I know people that have their spouse have passed and soon after they got married. I don't have no judgment on that. I get it. Like they're lonely. They used to having somebody there with them. And we know that we feel like Wendy Williams is going through some similar stuff, right? Regardless of what was going on in their marriage, she had this person that she was connected to for 20 plus years. That's darn near half your life, right? So I don't have a problem with her dating. I don't care if she dated the day after, but date somebody single.
Don't get you started on
I mean, for me personally, I always think going through a grieving period, just for me, that if something happened, I can see how somebody could do it, like you said, from the needs of, but if something happened, I don't see, just out of pride alone, or what I might assume everybody gonna think. If something happened to Sharrell, I'm not gonna be dating somebody tomorrow. Just because people might start thinking, well, hey, he dating a little too soon.
It's so touching because
no. I get the loneliness. It's like,
here, let me play the tape first and then we'll talk about it.
Go ahead.
Let me play the tape first and then we'll keep talking about it. Because it's I feel she doesn't have to justify herself. I don't know. Let's let me play this tape. Because it's a touchy situation.
Like a lot of people think that I have just somehow moved on. Like even in my dating life, they were asking me a question, and I said, I think a lot of people think that I've just moved on. I'm like, no, I was with somebody for 25 years, so I love him unconditionally. 1, 2, you take vows, and your vows say, "To death do you part." Right?
Yeah.
That unfortunate thing happens. You can go on life. However, the one thing, a person who's lost someone in their life that's close to them, they don't need to be left alone. That's the best thing you need. Because I've had a lot of people say, well, I was just trying to give you some time. I don't need any time.
Got to keep going.
Don't be putting space in between us during this. It's the time that I need you more than ever.
Right. So totally agree.
A lot of people I got calls and people say, well, I'm just checking on you today. I just wanted to give you some time. I'm thinking, what kind of time? Somebody. Why would you lose somebody that's close to you and they want you to, the world or your friends want you to be alone? That's
right.
You would be in a deep depression. Anything can happen. Leaving alone that has been there. I know I've never lost anybody in my life that close to me. My mother, but we were not close like that. Because I was raised by my mother's sister. Right? So the sister is who I was closer to. Her death, this person was the closest person to me. And since I was in my 20s. So, I found it very odd when people were saying, like she should be alone or she shouldn't be dating. No, I'm about to date everybody. What the hell is y'all talking about?
Hell, absolutely. I think.
Okay, here's the thing. I agree with Diva. She probably experienced deep loneliness.
Yeah.
Remember, she sold her house. She said, I'm in this big house by myself. I'm alone.
That's the part I get.
But can you borrow somebody's husband?
Well, I mean, I guess so. Now we'll talk about that in a minute. But I can imagine like going through something like that. And yeah, from the outside, it's easy to say, hey, when you're moving a little too fast, this just happened. But when this person last 40, 30, 25 years been having somebody there, now when you walk around the house, sometimes you don't even feel like you even got your shadow.
Oh,
you feel so wrong. So maybe
that's why we got to be delicate. Nene's going through a lot.
Right. And then to address the other part, but seems that we all agree now that it's okay for her to move on. It's okay for her to move on with this man too. If he ain't respecting his marriage, why would she have to?
I mean, he's got a point, Diva. Mickey says she was going to leave Greg again, but he got the diagnosis. Ooh, look, do I remember that? I can't remember. They stayed together because they knew how it was going to end. Date a better looking dude. Ooh, Diva. And she said, is she saying Yoni's not cute?
She trying to say Yoni not cute. And you know, I ain't even gonna have that conversation with y'all. Because I told y'all already, he cute. He cute. And he dressed like too.
Yoni. I don't know what it is.
Yes, I do. I follow him on Instagram too.
You do
I'm
not?
Like, there you go. He's cutie. He's
you
a cutie.
Follow him on Instagram? Girl, you got a crush.
Oh, don't do that, Sharrell. I just, you know what? I do like the way he dressed, and I'm connecting with her. And like Perry said, like 25. She met him. Did she say at 25, or they've been together 25 years?
25
that's
married 25 years. So yeah,
that's a long time. That's a long time. And she's right, because I think none of us really know how to help the person that lost somebody. You feel like if you keep asking them if they are right, you're getting on their nerves. You don't know what to do. You're kind of frozen. I have a lot of people that are close to me and they lost someone. And I told my one girlfriend, I don't know what to do. Like, I hate to say this, but help me help you. Like, if you're okay with me being in your face all the time, I got no problem being there for you, but I don't want to overwhelm you. So sometimes you just got to tell people, I don't know what to do, because it's a very hard thing, especially if it's somebody's mother. I never forget when my girlfriend's mother passed, when at the funeral, she hugged me. She said, I don't know, I don't have a mom anymore. And I didn't even know what to do. Like, I broke down. Like, it's like, you know, you don't know what to do. And so every year I know when she's going to go to her mother's grave and do whatever she got to do, I just check on her and make sure she's right. But, you know, that's a very good friend of mine. But you feel frozen when that happens to somebody. You don't know what to do.
I tell you what, though, she definitely remembered that marriage contract. She knew when it began it, and she said, "To death do us apart." That means I can go and do what the hell I want to do.
I mean, she does have a right. I mean, can you imagine, Perry? We've been married 31 years.
No, Sharrell, no.
We need to leave Nene alone and back up.
I mess around a whole lot of stuff. Yeah. If something happened to me tomorrow, I wouldn't want you to spend the rest of your life without nobody. That's it.
Well, even just that,
I want you to move on too.
Loneliness, heartbreak. Nene's been through it, and I'm not gonna judge her. We need to just leave her alone, because I don't know how I will react in that situation.
I'm sure Greg, going through the stuff he went through, probably gave her his blessings.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, and
even with that,
look,
she's
that's
probably
the only blessing
still
she
mourning Greg, even with Yoni.
Right. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, but maybe it's those boots he wearing, sandals, how he dressed.
You know what? We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that, Sharrell.
Colleen says, Nene deserves to be happy. She does. She's been through it with Greg. You know, that's another thing. Oh.
What?
I was gonna say, like, when you're dealing with such a deadly disease, it's hard. And then
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot. She's been through it through life. Leave Nene alone. Yeah.
Yeah.
We agree. We agree. And Andy need to leave her alone too. Let her go get another job. Stop hating and stop being a hater.
I still love Nene. I think she need to get with Carlos King.
He can't afford her though.
No. It's a give and take. They both got to give and take somewhere, but we sort of need her back for revenge.
He don't have that type of $2 million budget. I mean, she may get 200,000.
Maybe she got to take. Well, maybe she got to take that. I mean, I'm just saying at a given point.
We're sending everybody to Carlos King. Have you noticed that?
Yes. Well, I guess, Sharrell, that's where the disgruntled and fired go. They go to
Listen
Carlos
to this.
King.
Nikki being messy. She said, I need Nene with Peter, Lord, on a new show, probably on OWN. Now, that would be a good show, wouldn't it? It would be a really good show because Yoni is good friends with Peter.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Peter and Nene always
They're
been
going to
tight,
give
haven't they?
Cynthia a heart attack, though.
Hey, Sebastian.
Hey.
Sebastian?
Yes, I said, hey, guys.
How are you on this slow news day? Oh, let's talk about Kevin Spacey first. Do you know who he is?
Yes, I do.
Are you shocked?
I'm not shocked anymore. I'm not shocked. When these big names come out, I'm not shocked anymore.
You're not shocked that Kevin Spacey is R-ing people?
Nope, I'm not shocked.
And he's one of the most famous men in the world?
Nope, I'm not shocked. As Diva said a couple minutes ago, when these famous people are at this power, they believe they have everything. They believe that they can do anything.
And are people?
Yes, I said when these famous people are at power, I do think that they believe they can do anything. They can get away with it. Example: Kevin Spacey, Jussie Smollett. They all think that they can do things and be okay with it.
That's what I want to mention. Let me cut you off for a second. That Jussie Smollett has a new job. Mona Scott gave him a job directing. Mona Scott from Love and Hip Hop, her new series. Here, let me put this on the screen. So he is not taking care of the other stuff, right? The lawsuit stuff. He's still on appeal, but at least he's working. Okay, fine.
He'll be behind bars soon.
Oh my God.
What did you say?
He'll be behind bars soon. Don't worry.
Go ahead, Sebastian. I can't with Sebastian. I mean, so did you ever see? Oh my God, Smoke. Look at Smoke.
I like Mariah.
Hey, Smoke.
Mariah, really? No.
Sebastian ain't coming. Nobody coming for Mariah. Just keep your drawers on.
I love Mariah. She's such a.
Mariah's a liar. Okay,
she's the first black woman.
Mariah's a liar. Mariah got fired. Come on, they just didn't renew your contract. What does that mean? They fired you.
That means fired. Yeah.
Come on, Smoke. Just say that. Didn't they fire her?
She was, and the thing about Mariah that I didn't like is her whole thing with Quad and their issue, because something that I caught that didn't make sense to me. So apparently the issue with her and Quad was Quad slept with Late's husband or fiance at her husband. But then a few months later, she was sitting Quad's wedding. And I'm like, you got that mama who like to hit people with purses and your sister, and you telling me you gonna sleep with her husband and then y'all gonna be in her wedding, act like nothing happened? Cut the bull. Don't do it. Don't do me. Don't do me. Don't play with my common sense. Don't tell me it's raining when you shitting on my head. Excuse my French.
Oh, I love that. I gotta steal that from you. Smoke just put the line of the century. Don't tell me it's raining when you're shitting on my head. I love it. But look, Smoke, isn't Carlos King being shady?
Yeah, I think he sees that, Andy's entering his geriatric phase. He just adopted a new baby. So he's trying to, take the spot on watch what happens live, which I get it. Spot your opportunity. He's like Sherry Shepherd 2.0. Get it while you can.
No, Sherry Shepherd abandoned a child. Carlos did.
Oh, Lord, you don't upset at him.
What you say, Perry? Are you the child's sperm donor or something, Sebastian? The way you be like holding on to this grudge, like, did you give them tea?
Hey, Smoke. I was wondering the same damn thing. There's a lot of anger there.
Because he like, she didn't take the baby. I was like, do you have a stake in this child's future?
Look, Sebastian. September's coming. You've got to loosen up with Cherry. September's gonna be. Are you gonna not watch the show?
Listen,
What's your last name? Williams?
No. The only thing that needs to loosen up with Sherry is her checkbook so she could pay her child support on time.
Yeah, that I can agree with, but see, that's like off the stage issues.
Right.
Are you fine with her on the stage replacing your girl?
Perry, stop. Don't answer that, Sebastian.
That's like
Don't
a small
answer that.
interview.
You know how he feels. You are a troublemaker.
Well,
Listen.
listen, it's not like she earned it. She just was the sloppy seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lord.
Sebastian, what is got you so upset? Wendy, somebody had to replace Wendy.
Not Sherry. Who's gonna replace that baby's mom?
Oh my God.
Oh my
Sharrell,
God.
Hey,
I
Sebastian.
mean, have you ever brought a life-size poster of somebody? They can get quite expensive. And I think Sebastian just don't want to replace his in his living room.
Hey, you finally said Sebastian. You didn't put
Yeah.
the TH in there.
I know, but I mean, sometimes he make me so angry I can't even say a damn thing.
Sebastian, you big time now. You big time now. Perry got it right.
Yes, I'm so proud.
Hey, Bonji.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey.
Bonji, I want to thank you for sending us good stuff. I appreciate it.
Oh, you know what? I used to be a journalist in another life, so I'm always looking at news. That's why I send you guys. When I see stuff, I'm like,
Yeah,
maybe
you send
Sharrell
good
would like
stuff.
this.
Good stuff. It's been real quiet though. What do you want to sound off on today?
Okay, first off, can I address two things?
Yeah.
Don't come for Sebastian unless he comes for you.
Yeah.
Well,
Because I'm with-
Sebastian decides to came for me, and I went right back at him. He does this all the time. We understand what he does.
and then secondly, Diva calling Nene's man cute. I think Diva is looking at that man through a filter.
Come on, Bonji, don't do that. Don't do that, Bonji.
Oh my God!
Bonji.
Bonji!
Hey, Bonji,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
what you really saying, Bonji?
Do you
That it's
have a
not so
picture?
much that she dated too soon.
Damn, Bonji.
She just got the man Diva wanted.
No, oh, don't do it. Of Yoni. You gotta show the people a picture again of Yoni. And then we gotta take the vote in the chat, Bonji. The man looks good. He's a cutie pie.
No, I disagree. Because a married man should never look cute to any other person except his wife. Because then he will stray. And in this case, to be honest with you, I agree with Perry. If that man valued his wife, he wouldn't be with Nene.
Right, exactly.
So we're quick sometimes to blame the woman, but the man is as responsible as well.
He did jump ship when he
Oh yeah. So okay, moving on to Kevin Spacey.
A man can't look good only to his wife.
Hold on, hold on. Let me put this picture up.
I mean,
Okay, hold on. She gonna put
I've
a
been
picture.
married
Let's see
25
this
years.
Let's see this picture. Let me put on my glasses.
No, Diva, no.
No,
No.
Sharrell.
My eyes are burning.
Sharrell. No.
Take it off. Take it
I'm
off.
looking
Take
at the
it
man's
down.
face and the nappy
Take it
ass
down.
beard he got up here.
Take it down. Take it down.
Diva has
take
a
it
filter.
down.
Please take it down, Sharrell, please.
Take it down, yeah. No,
look
we're
like a
gonna take a
black-
vote in the chat because Diva was so insistent. Put a 1 in the chat if you think this is a nice looking man. Put a 2 in the chat if you agree with me and Bonji. Girl, no.
I thought Isaac
He got
Hayes had returned.
nice skin. He got nice skin.
Diva,
He dresses very well. He dresses very well.
a purple suit.
Come on, there ain't nothing wrong with purple.
Okay,
It's
Mo, what did
somebody-
I say? I said a 1 if
It's
he's
somebody
cute,
for
right?
everybody. It's somebody for
Smoke,
everybody.
can you help me out, Smoke?
I mean, he looks like a black version of Colonel Sanders, just without his hairs on his beard instead
Hold
of
on.
his head.
Yes. Okay, somebody thinks he's cute. Cute. What?
Come on, Peggy.
No. Good. Thank you. No. No. Cute.
There you go.
No.
There you go.
Cute. Why are these people thinking he's cute?
It's somebody for everybody, Sharrell.
There you go. Come on now.
Oh my God, really?
There you go. Toy, come on now.
But Diva, ask yourself this question:
Yes.
Is he cute and married?
Well, listen, you already know how I feel about married
Now,
men.
what is this? Hold on. It was
You know
somebody said
I
a
don't
1
do
and a
that,
half.
but I can acknowledge when the person is well dressed and they looking good and they got the nice skin.
But Diva, I thought you
Yes.
once said that no
Almost
other woman
said
should be
ruined.
looking at a married man.
I
If
want-
you ain't looking at a
No,
married
listen.
man, you shouldn't be able to judge how that married man look.
Cute. There you go, Tom. Come on now.
What's a 1 minus?
Is he divorced?
No,
Or
not
minus
yet.
one?
He's not divorced. Look, Okay, so there are some people that fell and hit their head too. Go ahead, Bungie.
Okay, so moving on to Kevin Spacey. I've been following his career because he was one of my favorite actors too. And I remember when the rumbling started and people started talking online. And then when I knew that he had really probably R'd people, was the first thing, he never really came out as gay to the public. So he was doing these things on the down low. And then, for example, the Massachusetts case, his mom actually, he called this teenager called his mom right after it happened, and he was so upset. And the mom came and picked him up from work. So when people online were starting to question, oh, how can we verify that this happened? The mother came forward and actually spoke and said, I'm the one who picked him up. At that point, the teenager did not have an idea of who he was because he was working at a bar over the summer. And then that's when Kevin Spacey, in this case, he didn't R him, but he groped him.
I remember that.
And then in London, I think it's the West End Theatre. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Kevin
yes, correct.
Spacey was asked to be the executive
Artistic
director,
director.
as well as like managing and putting on what show came on and all that. So he was in charge of it. And he was preying on young people working under him
Behind the scenes.
in that theater.
Yep.
That's
So
just
I think
disgusting.
I think these all these cases, to be honest with you, to me they sound similar. And for me, it reminds me of, we're saying how long was he doing it? It reminds me of how long Bill Cosby was doing his things, and how long R. Kelly was doing what he was doing, and how long Weinstein was doing what he's doing. It seems like there is a crossover between men getting power and then thinking that they can never be found to have done anything wrong, because as far as they look at it themselves.
So you do think that this has something to do with power?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
No, you know why, Sharrell? Because in most instances, it's not only power, but also for example, I would say in Kevin Spacey's case, fulfilling some wicked thing within him, because he wasn't out openly, but was out.
Well, what does being gay have to do with R-ing people?
Oh yes, oh yes. And coming on TV and acting like he was the darling of Hollywood, because I think he had one.
But wait, Bungie, how are the two connected?
What?
Being gay and R-ing people.
No, they're not connected. I'm talking about he hadn't come out. So if anything, if somebody came forward, people were not going to believe them, because some people until that time didn't know that he was dating men.
Yeah, yeah, I see.
You see what I mean?
You said he had a whole lying lifestyle. That his persona, you would never imagine if you just took him at face value that what he was doing.
Right. Oh yes, without a doubt, because he was so an insider to the point where to see him being charged in England, I think should be a wake-up call to anybody who's doing anything unsavory, because the truth will always come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I think. I think once a person get really rich, and you see it a lot, not everybody, it's like you can't pick one topic and put it on everybody. But I think once they feel they got this much power, that they no longer have boundaries.
Here's the funny thing,
they no longer
Jerry.
have boundaries. Huh?
You brought up Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner, of all people, didn't have to take it from anybody. He could have got it. Bill Cosby, when you are power,
no.
Women
that's
will...
my point. That's my point. I'm saying if Bill Cosby was broke, he probably wouldn't have did that. Right. Hugh Hefner, if he was broke,
he might have did it, Kirby, but he might not have got away with it for so long like he did.
Well, Or maybe he probably wouldn't. I'm saying this. A lot of them, in my mind, probably would have never did it. I think they get so much power and wealth in their mind that they no longer have boundaries. Okay, me and a couple guys can go out and you get an unattractive friend that would never holler at this beautiful girl, but if he had money in his pocket, he might.
I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And also, Sharrell, I'll say one more thing. For example, when you talk about power, when Weinstein was doing all he was doing to these young women and these young girls, it was because he was promising them that he would either recommend them for modeling gigs or recommend them. Same thing that Bill Cosby was doing as well. So they use their access to promise something where they keep moving the goal. But in the meantime, they're really preying on these young women and these young men.
I totally agree. Listen, I got a long line, guys. Let me bring up a new set. Thank you, guys. So always a pleasure talking to you guys. I really appreciate it. And again, Bonji, thank you for everything you send me behind the scenes.
Thanks, and
take care, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
What you guys are doing? You guys are doing great.
Thank you, Sebastian. We love you.
Wait, and send our love to V.
What you want to say, Bonji?
Well, I first want to say send our love to V. And then secondly,
V is in the chat today. We don't know why V is in the chat. V, go sleep. But she is in the chat today. So.
And the last thing I'll say is, Diva, take down that filter.
Oh, for my eyes?
Yes.
Johnny
on your
is
phone.
gorgeous.
Wherever the filter is firing up, take it down so you can see him like we see him.
Listen, Yanni is gorgeous.
No. Look, I'm running out of time.
Okay, I'm getting. Okay, I'll go.
Thank you, Bonji. I appreciate it. Hey, Nina, girl, let's start with you.
What's up?
What you want to sound off on? We can't hear you. You're on mute.
We can't hear you.
I'm going to start with Tess while you work that out, Nina. Go ahead, Tess. Sound off. What do you want to sound off on?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can.
Okay, just want to say I love you to you and Perry. I love you guys as a couple.
Thank you. Are you at work?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Also, I just want to say I don't think Nene is wrong for moving on so soon. I think they were in an open relationship, and I think Greg was okay with it because I mean, Greg even said he used to cheat on Nene. So I'm not saying cheating on.
Wait, whoa! You heard Greg say he cheated on Nene?
Yeah, remember on one of the episodes when he said he admitted to her that he did her wrong. She didn't do him wrong because he was trying to tell people that she did him wrong and it was not true.
Yeah.
I remember that.
We gotta back up off Nene, let her live her life. That whatever kind of relationship they had, but for her to lose a husband of so many years is just devastating.
Right.
Yeah.
And also,
Nene, you working yet?
I would like to say Yoni, her boyfriend. I think he is a nice looking man. His beard is a little nappy, but he's nice looking.
That old nappy beard, that is not a nice looking man. She's just
But see, it's the weird thing. It's like it's somebody for everybody. It's different kind of taste. We're not
okay,
like the same
stop.
thing.
Let me stand in my 10 toes down that man is struggling.
No, he's not. And he's he just needs to put some relaxer on his perm. I mean, on his beard, and he'll be all right.
Sheila, what did you want to sound off on today?
Hello, guys.
Hi.
With Kevin Spacey, I was a big fan of him as well.
Same here.
However, it's unfortunate, but they do that because they have that power to do it. They have the power to manipulate, and these young girls, or in his case, young boys, get taken advantage of.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's so unfair. And as far as Nene is concerned, it's unfortunate that her husband passed, but when you have a spouse that's dealing with
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know what you mean.
Illness, gosh, it's work. It's
I know.
To watch someone you love just not be that person that you know that they are. It's the worst.
Dude, stop.
And
You're gonna make me cry because
yeah,
I know
the,
exactly what you're talking about.
yeah. So it's you know, it's her life. It's not something I would do, and I know I just wouldn't, but we can't judge her
She's going
under
through
the
a lot.
Yeah, I
circumstances.
understand that.
Nina,
And
can you hear us now?
Who is that, Nene?
Nina, yeah.
Oh,
Nina,
I just said Nene.
can you hear us,
yeah.
Nina? Oh, I'm sorry, Nina.
Sheila, isn't Yoni a nice looking man though?
He you know, everybody has their own taste, and he Diva,
Come on, Sheila, don't do that.
wait a minute,
Don't do that.
he's not unattractive.
Thank you.
But he's married, and that's all I'll say. And he is a good dresser. His style of dress is not for everybody.
When is the last time you seen anybody in a purple suit?
Just a few seconds ago, Sharrell, where you put the picture up of Yoni. Don't do that.
Was it Prince back in Purple Rain days?
All right.
You know, people are dressing like that nowadays.
Thank you, Sheila.
One more time.
Yes,
Can you hear us, Nina?
Nina, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Yeah. She talking, we can't hear her.
We can't hear. Sorry, Nina. Try to call.
Drop down and come back or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to drop you. Can't hear you. Sorry. Okay, she did. All right. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you, Tess, for calling in. I appreciate the call. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. I am completely out of time. That was a good video. The Kevin Spacey thing is just mind-boggling. I'm sorry, guys. I'm out of time. I want to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, and you do, so I appreciate it in the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my heart. Please don't forget to hit that like button and that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Well, we did another video, guys.
Yeah.
Until next time, let's say bye on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.